It's a beautiful afternoon here at Mahiga Primary School, and the home team Kahawa Pride will be looking to take all the 3 points against one of the very good opponents here in the league. I'm talking about Nairobi East County Regional League Zone B, and they're going to be playing a team that is doing pretty not very bad, even though they have struggled to find consistency in their performances. But Soweto Bromley will give a fierce competition tonight, or rather today afternoon, here at Mahiga Primary. You can see the referees. Alfonso Mondi will be taking charge of this match, but then he will be assisted by Alex Njani alongside Bernard Marietta to see if they can calm things down, if they can manage everything well, considering the last minutes of last week's game were a bit very tensed, and maybe they could have been controlled better. I am Joseph Mobilian. Today Greg is not around, but I'll be handling the commentary duties of this game. You can see the starting 11 for Kahawa Pride. The home side is Miguel Karani, Otieno Sadiki, James Mashare, Tian Gideon, alongside Kiari Stephen. And the midfield generals will be Marvin Okech, Austin Chieng, Oma Juma, Moniki Lewis. And the forward line will have so many players, but Kamau Felix and Ezekiel Dogu will be amongst them. The head coach is Lawrence Kimuyu, a team that forced a draw against the then leading side, Embakasi United, in a very tough game, in a very intense game. And the weather is a bit favorable also this afternoon. It's a bit sunny, even though it rained in the morning, but everything is good and well poised for an entertaining clash. I'll give you the lineup for the visiting team, Soweto Bromley. And there's so many nicknames. Almost every player has a nickname in this squad. The goalkeeper is Godfrey Odur, nickname Godi. The defense line has the likes of Mose Mata, who is Willie Sowiti, Jacob Nyatangi, Bakar Kelvin Omondi, Briva Wasilwa, Jemo, Anzaya Boniface, Bobby, and Willis. They'll be taking charge in the opening minutes to see if they can get something out of this Mahiga Primary School grounds. Kahawa Pride are donning red jerseys, red t-shirts, and green shorts there. You can see them having the final brief, discussing about what they can do better, how they can handle the moments. We saw there were a couple of mistakes, even from the goalkeeper, Karani, in back-to-back games. But then it cannot shadow what he has been doing. Has done so many saves that otherwise will have costed the team more points. And you can see it's a team that is very united, even during the moments where they conceded an equalizer against Embakasi United. Everyone was going around him, giving him a pat on his shoulder, telling him that all is not lost. The game is still very young, and you could see how it panned out. They managed to force a draw against the top side. But since then, Embakasi United have also lost the lead at the top of the table to their arch rivals, Westlife United. Now they're holding the second position in the league, with Kahawa Pride climbing so many places. The last time we were here, they were at the 10th position, but right now they are firm into the 7th position, and they have a chance to still fight for promotion. This is the key thing this season. They are visitors. Soweto Bromley are currently 12th, a side that lost recently in their last game. But that doesn't mean they are pushovers. They're still a very good side. And as we are waiting for the game to start, you can see that's Kahawa Pride there, Karani, some of the key leaders, Sadiki, Masharia, the likes of Austin, posing for the photo session. It's a team that is has a very solid presence digitally. And they are the visitors, Soweto Bromley. Often associated with the Bromley FC in the United Kingdom, you'd understand why. Tall figures in this squad. You can see Karani there, Sadiki, Masharia, well built up physique. Is very good with aerial threats, so rather his aerial defensive capabilities. The goalkeeper there thanking the fans. There's a section of the fans beside him, you can see there in that white shirt, and they are rooting for him despite the setbacks that he's been facing. The visitors will kick us off into this game, and we are hoping it will be an interesting one. They opt for a long ball out, but then bears no fruit, and Kahawa will take charge of the possessions. Sadiki spreads it out wide to find Kiaria, tries to drive forward, tries to pick a pocket, but then it is intercepted. But Kahawa are still on the go here. They lose out to a very good player, GMO, but then the follow-up is a throw-in, and they don't have any pressure. Very good combinations there, you can see early into the game. Kahawa trying to attack, but then the first touch is way too heavy, and the ball rolls out of play for a goal kick. Godfrey Odur, they go for a short build-up between the two centre-back. You can see not quite apart, but then he trips on himself, and it's a risky build-up there, but they manage to get out of it, and the ball is too heavy again, rolls out of play for a throw-in. But then it's advantage Soweto Bromley. We are counting 1 minute and 10 seconds already, and you see a couple of flashes of attacking waves. Hopefully it will be more consistent, because the fans are here to enjoy football. By the way, if you're coming from Kenya, today is a very huge holiday. It's the Labor Day, and the country is in celebratory mode, or rather in a holiday mode, in what poses to be a very long weekend. For the people who work in offices, they have today, tomorrow most likely, and Sundays. Some people may have even forgotten how to open their laptops, or rather their office passwords. Well, it's good sometimes to have that little rest. Austin trying to combine there, but then the referee blocks it, and he gives a foul or advantage to Kahawa Pride. You can see Austin there, one of the key figures. Ochieng, Marvin Okech goes outward. There's a space to make a run, but then it's called for offside. A very good attempt. I'm sure Coach Loris will be happy with the attack or with the ideas. They win it back and immediately trying to launch it into the box, but it's not well connected. They get the first corner of the match. The second minute is gone, but then we have seen so many attacks already. Kahawa coming for a corner. Austin Ouma is going to take it. Very good player. Short physique, so his center of gravity is a huge advantage to him. He doesn't quite lose the ball easily. He's going for an in-swing into the box. Dinks it in very well, but then it's out of play. And they'll be enjoying a goal kick here and a moment to breathe. Soweto Bromley. The goalkeeper, nicknamed Godi, is not going to try any short build-ups this time round, it seems. He's going for something very long. And maybe try to connect with the likes of Bobby. But then the midfield arc, it is intercepted, and here comes Kahawa again. What a good exchange into the box. He trips it over, and then it goes out wide, just slightly over the top for a goal kick. Another encouraging attack from Kahawa. Looks like it's going to be an interesting afternoon here. They win it back again. Coming and asking so many difficult questions to Soweto. Out wide. Etiang here. But then it's bundled out of play for a throw-in, if I'm not sure. Is it a throw-in? But then we see Etiang here. rolling on the floor. It looks like maybe a hamstring or something, but then he's going to be okay. He's the sole scorer of the reverse fixture. Remember, late in December, on a particular Sunday, where Kahawa Pride won with a solitary goal thanks to Etiang, such an energetic fullback. But then this free kick is going to be handled by Ochieng. It looks to bring a long one. It's a good shot, but then slightly goes out of play for a goal kick. They're gonna need to be training more of those, because yes, the idea is very good, but then it could have been more precise. In Greg's word, he likes to use that word a lot. He's going to have his off day, remember. But then again, the ball is out of play. You'd understand, or you're used to seeing Kahawa Pride trying to play out more, play this expansive football, but then sometimes it just doesn't go their way, and they are forced to this back and forth game, which I don't think it works for them the best, because every time you see them trying to play that expansive football, trying to combine, try to have those passes, trying to be very patient on the ball, and we're going to have another corner. No, it's a throw-in. We see it brings so much success into their style of play. It's going to be a long throw-in into the box, flicks it very well, but then it's cleared out of play. They win it back immediately. I think that's Okech Marvin. Out wide, outnumbered, and they're going to win the ball here, Soweto. But then they are surrounded by so many red jerseys. Sadiki ensured the ball didn't pass or didn't go anywhere, but here they come knocking again, trying to control that ball. Bobby into the edge of the box. It's going to be a cross here, but then it's been tripled here, and therefore referee awards a free kick just at the edge of the box. A very good position if you're a left footer. Alphonse here, I'm sure will be trying to avoid what happened last week as much as possible. So like, it was very bad, but it created some tense moments with the league leaders then Mbakasi feeling like some decisions could have gone their way. And here we're seeing Kante on the ball. I think Kante is going to take it maybe, but the angle favors more his teammate. They are coming for the long free kick, and it's an opportunity here, but then it's fluffed out wide, and also the referee waves an offside. It was never going to count anyway, but still, you don't miss such chances. You'd rather score and then give the referee tough decisions to make. He's going to have to do better. I think it's Boniface Anzaya. They're going for a long goal kick here, Kahawa, into the middle of the park. A couple of duels here, but then it seems like we are off for another counter attack, but then it's intercepted, and Kahawa will want to calm these proceedings now. Out wide to find Dogu. Very good energetic striker. Kahawa trying to combine out wide on the left. Pushes one. Etiang here. But then it's too tough to go in front. It's forced to Zouma, sorry. It's forced in here a throw-in. And Kiarie will be looking to feast on that. Trying to combine Moniki. The creative spark here. Moniki again. A couple of good passes, but then a counter attack is on here for Soweto. Bobby, nice play, turns, he faces the goalkeeper now, but then is too quick to rush that shot. It's not going to trouble Karani in any way, shape or form. A quick restart here, but they lose it out again. Bromley, now they are attacking, and it's a good combination at the edge of the box. What a shot! But then it's out wide. A very good attempt, probably their best attempt of the game so far. It was a good volley, but it didn't quite connect with the foot. I've seen I've seen them go in a very risky place, and we both agree that Kahawa will have to be more careful there. Ochieng Okech should be picking up some of these runners, because it's these runners who cause a lot of trouble. GMO brings one into the box, but no one is there to connect with it. And Kiari will let it roll in such a muddy, sort of a muddy path. It's a muddy patch in that field. The rest of the pitch or the playing surface is quite decent, playable. They're going to come long again here, out through the left corridor, but the ball goes out of play. And Soweto will be coming in for a throw in here. Again, good combinations, but then they're very solid at the back. Back and forth here. Something that I'm sure Coach Lawrence doesn't fancy that much. They're off here. Good in that pocket. Is going to want to lay it for a tap-in, but then it's blocked. And they lose out on that good attacking. It was a good attacking swing sequence. And you have to agree that Kahawa have been quite good with such combinations. Very quick to exchange those passes. It's going to be a free kick. And they fancy going very long into the box. Kiarie dinks it just a little bit, trying to find and combine with the Uma, but then it's being intercepted, and the resulting counter-attack is well handled by Karani. On the first time, it goes very long, out wide. A couple of good combinations, but then both teams are trying to settle into the game. Moniki loses it. Probably could have controlled the ball better. Doesn't happen quite often with players like Moniki. He is very good on the ball, the captain of the day. GMO at the edge of the box. Two players around him. It's going to be a chance, but Bobby flaps it again. A very good attempt here. Braver. He was left alone in the box, and he had more time to turn and pick his spot, but then the angle was a bit tight for him. It's going to be a corner, and Kahawa need to be very careful now. GMO with a potential in swinger here. Into the box. Karani claims it quite comfortably. Mwaniki out for a counter attack. He's well in control of that ball, but then the follow-up action could have been better. It's out for a throw-in. Willie Sowiti. The Kahawa Pride technical bench is already up, and they're trying to give instructions maybe to try and control the game better. The same happens with Coach Jamin for Soweto. He's trying to talk to Bobby a bit to improve on his holder play, a bit to bring his team forward a bit more, and a bit in a more composed way. But let's see if all that will work. Kahawa Pride here. Dogu in my sight. That is the replay. GMO. He manages to squeeze in a very good ball to Brivia. Turns, goes with his left, but then the angle was very tight for him to cause any danger. But it's a warning sign nevertheless. You can see very good physical specimens in that Soweto attack line. You wouldn't know they're missing some of their key players in this match. William Osundwa with his brother and Captain Temba are not present for this game. And William is the top scorer in this team with 6 goals already this season. They are out to go and mourn with their families. There's a funeral back at home. It's a very sad moment. And I know players normally want to play. Everyone wants to be on the pitch to help their team. But sometimes there are things that are out of our control, and we have to adapt very quickly. The ball is back in play. but then Sadiki clears it quite sharply. Mwaniki lays it well for Oma. Tries to turn here, a combination 1-2 with Etiang, but then very good exchanges here. Mwaniki very good to trip it over, but then it's cleared out quite comfortably. Nice sequences, and sometimes you can't help but wish if the passes are one good decision maybe away, or one better decision away from being a very good chance, or maybe even half a chance. A quarter of an hour gone here. Kahawa are still chasing for an opener, but then Soweto are also chasing for an opener. These two teams are not far apart on the log. They're not far apart on the log. 5 points separating them, but there's an attack here, surrounded by two Soweto player. It's a mistake, a heavy touch from Etiang. Felix Kamau, they were trying something out wide on the right. He wins it back immediately. Felix. There goes Ochieng. They lose out, but then the resulting counter doesn't trouble them much. They come again. Seem quite comfortable on the ball. Their first and second phases of play are quite impressive, but then when it gets crowded a bit, mistakes start happening. But then you'd understand. 16 minutes of both teams are searching for a goal. A nice quick play there. Quick foot tries to bring in a cross, but then it is blocked out of the way, and Soweto will have an opportunity here to attack now. Will they control the ball better? No, they won't. They lose it out again, and Ochieng tries to be clever here, loses it, but then pressing very aggressively. This is maybe what most Kahawa Pride fans like about him, or majority of the players in this squad. They are relentless when it comes to their work rate of the ball. You can see everyone is hungry, trying to win that ball again and launch a quick attack. You'd say it's the direction that modern football has taken. Kahawa, they are here out on the break. Quick touch. Again, there's someone in the box. Felix, the scorer in the last game. A cross will be coming in here. A good carry, but then what a chance, and it's going to be a goal. No, it won't. That was very close. Again, that flank here, Oma, very productive. The combinations are very slick sometimes. You can't help but feel jealous of them. Here they come again. Mwaniki tosses and turns, but then he trips over, and the referee will move on. Here they're trying to come. Ochieng wins the ball back, but then he loses it immediately to Brever. They are under pressure here, Soweto, but then the referee will give a foul. No, he won't. Felix looks for Mwaniki. Felix again at the edge of the box, but then he needs to be more careful in controlling that. Now they will come here against Soweto. A chance for Jemo, but then he made that run quite early, and the action is flagged off for offside. A moment of relief for both teams. That was a very good crossing, and Felix tried to connect with it, but then with more accuracy, maybe we could be talking about 1-0 Kahawa Pride already. And surely they deserve to be leading. They have been playing very well in these 18 minutes. Masharia went long. They're coming to the box, but then the referee, there's an exchange here between the technical bench. Soweto Bromley, and a red card is issued to Kolo. Is one of the coaches in the technical bench. He's been sent off early into the game, and again the same place, the same troubles. Another tough afternoon for the referee. Alphonse is trying to control the situation there, but then Kolo has been sent off. You can see Kolo there trying to protest. Sorry, he doesn't understand what's happening, but Alphonse Omondi has directed him to move out of the technical area because he has been sent off. Others are trying to plead with him. They're trying to plead with the referee, and they're going to be very careful because Alphonse doesn't mind to issue cards. They issued another red card last weekend against Embakasi, and he's being firm here. He's telling Kolo to move away from the technical area. The team manager here is trying also to plead with the referee, Mr. Kelvin, but then they know it can be costly, so they have to be very disciplined. An interesting situation here. Referee Alphonse trying to be very firm with how he is addressing everyone, but he is very insistent that Kolo should leave the technical area. Both teams will have a moment here to calm their nerves down a bit, to rest a bit, to soak in the match and the occasion in this Labor Day match fixture. The play won't continue unless Kolo leaves the technical area, and everyone is pleading with the Kolo now to please leave and allow the match to continue. But then the referee is very adamant. Interesting times here, but finally maybe he gives in. Just maybe he gives in. The stewards are here trying to understand Kolo's point of view. Still so many negotiations going on around, you can see on the screen. If you're new here, this is Kahawa Pride TV. The players here are having those light touches to keep their legs still warm, because they know when they come back. You can see there the fans are having a moment of their life. Drums, dances. And there's quite a familiar face there. Someone was cycling, but then he decided to stop by and watch and enjoy a football match. You can see the young chap there on a yellow. He looks unbothered. You can see the fans here, and to be honest, they are enjoying themselves. The weather is quite good. It's not very sunny. It's not cold. The sun is not very harsh, so it's perfect conditions to spend your holiday afternoon at Mahiga Primary. The play has resumed, and of course because Kolo has left the technical area. Masharia will be taking that one into the middle of the park. Ouma loses it in a 3v1 battle. They're trying to launch an attack here, but Jemo will be too late to control that in. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Etiang tries to go long, but then Dogu is punished here. He's deemed to have committed a foul. No, it was a fall throw. It was a fall throw. And Willis gets the advantage. trying to find space, but then there's no one to connect with. And Kahawa easily win that ball over again. The aerial advantage here helps Sadiki to clear that. But then someone is rolling on the floor. Dogu doesn't understand what's happening. Maybe he thinks it's too soft, but the referee is right there. So he had the best view of that action. Kante is down. He's holding his face. Maybe, was it an elbow or a hand? We'll find out soon. You can see Kahawa Pride players there. Dogu, you can see Felix, the scorer of the last and the solitary goal that earned them a draw against Timbakasi United, the then league leaders. They're having a chit-chat here. So far, they know they have been playing very well. They know that they have created good chances. They know they have the ability to create even more and maybe take advantage of the chances. But then they know they also have to execute all the ideas in their heads. And of course, the ideas of the head coach, Coach Kim. He's back here on top, Kante. He will continue playing. I think it was a duel. And I went. Then Dogu destabilizes and balances him just slightly and intentionally. And then he trips over with his back. And sometimes it can be very painful. And of course, referees don't take chances with such impacts. With the new regulations, they always go for a stoppage and allow immediate medical attention to avoid things like concussions, which are very risky. The medical personnel there for Soweto is enjoying a bite, probably enjoying his job, without forgetting he's working on a holiday. I'm sure many understand what I mean. The play resumes. A very good ball at the edge of the box. Jemo will be chasing that, but then the ball is too fast for him. Goes out of play for a throw-in. We've seen flashes in trying to attack, but then doesn't quite materialize for Soweto. Dogu. Not really Dogu. Okay, Marvin. But then that is Ouma. It's a 3v3 situation. If they control it well, they still have it. All is not lost. Even though now it gets harder and harder. Dogu trying to combine here. Good creative play. They are back again at Young. Tries to find Marvin. Stretches his long limb to pass it out wide. And try to find Kiari there. Good combination again. That favorite flank. They are back inside. A good pass to the outside of the foot. And it's a goal. 1-0 Kahawa. It was a good link-up play from that right flank. Of course, everything originates from that flank. They combined very well. Kiari to Ouma back inside. It was a good pass with the outside of his foot. And I'm trying to catch the scorer here. Watch the replay. That's where everything starts. No, that was a foul that had Kante down for a couple of minutes. With 2 minutes to the half-hour mark, Kahawa Pride take the lead at home. Of course, they have been the better team, and you could have seen it was coming. A goal was always coming. They are pushing for the second one. Here comes Dogu, but then he miscontrols that ball, and they'll lose it. But then they are pressing very well higher up the pitch. And I'm sure more opportunities will come. Bobby is chasing that one, but then Macharia clears it away for a throw-in. It is a forced substitution. I think Dogu, the scorer. Is it Dogu? No, it's not Dogu. Yes, Dogu comes out very early into the first half after scoring. I think something happened. Something happened. We are yet to find out what exactly happened. And Moses Bure takes his position. They are not light shoes to fill. But he has been getting minutes, he has been getting chances in the last 2-3 games. This is his moment to prove Coach Kim that he can also start for this team and contribute. And of course, coming into field, there's another player being attended to. I think that has to be Ouma. There's another player far end being attended to, that has to be Ouma. But everything is fine. We have crossed the 30-minute mark. Here comes a very good passing exchanges aerially. Mwaniki tries to steal it, but then it's too soft for a steal. Soweto trying to find their footing into this game, but then it's very difficult. Moses Bwire confirmed here, comes on for Ezekiel Dogu in the 30th minute of the game. Here comes again, but then the referee awards a free kick in a very interesting area. If they play their cards right, this can be a very good opportunity for a leveler. It's quite a distance. They'll have to start it short. Tries to ping one into the box, but then Karani quite comfortably claims that. Bwire loses it out, but then he wins it immediately after. Tries to use Ouma here, but then he loses that duel. Willie Sowiti, the most functional maybe flank for Soweto Bromley. They have been trying most of their attacks, most of their build-ups have been going through this left side. Maybe there's something special, and Kahawa gotta be very careful with that. Ouma again. No, Felix tries to be very clever. Etiang, he picks up a pocket for Bwire. Good dribble. He has the inside channels for himself. Moniki turns, but then he underhits that pass and it is intercepted immediately to set up Soweto for a counter-attack. Again, their combination isn't that impressive. They lose it out. But then the follow-up by Moniki again is not very impressive. They come again. They have mid-knocking. Another chance, another opportunity, and Bwire is going to connect it, but then Godi claims it before Bwire could lay his legs on that ball. Moniki steals it this time. He manages it. Bwire again, another chance. But then he is coming from an offside position. I think it was a good idea to play it very quick. And the famous followers and believers of Gengen pressing, championed or made popular by the famous Jurgen Klopp. He normally says they try to win the ball, to steal the ball high up the pitch, as high as possible, because then you have a very few meters to get to the opponent's goal. It's more efficient as we anticipate a free kick here, but then the referee ignores it and waves play on. A good volley attempt by Bobby, but is going to be out of play. That's going to be a goal kick. Of saying someone who believes they have to steal the ball as higher up the pitch as possible, because then you have very few meters to cover into the opponent's half, which is an interesting ideology. or a way to look at things. But factually, he isn't that wrong. He's going to put it very forward. One of the most favorite terms for my co-commentator Greg Mulemi. I know he will be happy wherever he is. He loves to use the word booted forward. Is that Buire trying to... But then he wins a throw-in again. Etiang picks up Outgate here to find Mwaniki. The ball is out of play and the referee says it's a free kick in favor of Soweto Bromley. A good contest here between the midfielders. I'm sure people who love midfield battles understand it. Wow, what a piece of play. But then he loses it. The referee says it's let's see, again he's coming to the technical area. He is not pleased with what maybe he is hearing and is going to question another member of the technical bench. He seems to be singling out someone. And please don't tell me this is another red card. I think he's trying to make sure the suspended coach, Kolo, is nowhere near the technical bench. He had sneaked his way back. But the referee is very keen to make sure he is nowhere near the technical bench as he is punished with a red card. 36 minutes into the first half, Kahawa Pride are leading just like they were in that game against Embakasi United last weekend, on Saturday to be precise. It's a team that lost by a solitary goal in their last match week against Maji FC, which currently sits 15th on the table after 17 games. Previously, they had managed to get a 1-1 draw against Mwiki United, but then previously they lost to RDU 2-0. So the team that has not been having consistencies with results, maybe performances, you can say so, you can put up a case, but then the results haven't been going their way. They currently sit 12th on the table after 17 matches. Santos Hotspurs slightly above them with 3 more points, but then Park University also below them. The play will resume, of course, and I'm sure there'll be a couple of minutes added into this game. Kahawa have already played 18 games so far this season and gathering 25 points on the board because they have managed to win 8 of them and drawn 4 times this season. Buire tries for a cross, but then it's out wide. It was a good attempt nevertheless. Kahawa Pride have lost only 6 games this season so far, and their own course looks like they are, or rather it's safe to say they are winning this one. Maybe it could be their 9th game of the season, their 9th win of the season. That can take them to 28 points, slightly below Kamungo. Kamungo FC sitting 5th, but just above Terra Squad. They are coming again here. Omar across is blocked, but it's a good attempt. Jemo, very active fella down this right side, but Buire is on his case, loses it out, and the advantage goes to Kahawa Pride. Etiang again bends it very well. Kamau is going to attack it, but then it's cleared away right on time. "39 minutes, only 6 minutes to play in this half. The current leaders on the table for the Nairobi East County Branch Regional League Zone B is Westlife United, a team that you could say stole a 1-0 victory against this same Kahawa Pride 2 weeks ago at the Nyayo Estate grounds there. It was a very late goal, almost the last kick of the game. A kickoff mistake. They are coming again. Buire is trying to dribble here. The inside goes for the outside channel. Felix Kamau is waiting for it, but then slightly blocked from getting into his path. JMO, good dribble, but Tiang goes physical there, and the referee awards a free kick. I was telling you, Westlife got a late advantage to steal it 1-0 at the Nyayo Estate grounds. It was a mistake by Karani during a kickoff that costed them the 3 points. A good volley, but then Karani stands still, claims that one quite comfortably. And it's very good to see someone with his mental resilience having back-to-back setbacks, because remember, he also tripped on himself, or rather, he was too slow to react last weekend against Bakassi United. And the ball was stolen. The resulting action was an equalizer, and the game ended with Kahawa Pride dropping points. So to see him coming back again, overcoming his setback, is very impressive. Kamau is waiting for that ball from Oma. But then it goes out of play. Oma sits out Kiarie for the throw-in duties, but then Kiarie reiterates he is the custodian of this. He's going to take in this throw-in. Another good combination. Felix crowded by Soweto players. Unfortunately, he loses that duel. They are coming again. Marvin is going to take a quick throw-in, but then he is disappointed. No one is there, and as always, the custodian of that throw-in, Kiarie, comes back to take up his duties and responsibilities. 3 minutes to go. Kahawa are on the lead, and you would say they're still on the higher trajectory in this game. They have been creating chances, they have been entertaining, and this is another chance for them. Marvin comes again, an opportunity, and it's going to be, he misses that goal. Felix, this time round, he fails to connect with that ball properly. He needs to hit it with the face of his boot, but then it fluffed him. And what an opportunity to double their lead. Marvin Buire, Buire loses out to Jemo, goes for a cross, and they're going to combine it, but then it's too late, and everyone is back now for Kahawa. A good one. Jemo again, a very active fella. But then Karani makes the right decision. It was a good moment here. Maybe if he could have hit it with the first encounter with that ball, could have given us something, could have given the away team something. But then he decided to take his time to try and maybe pick a better spot. But you know, in football, it's things happen in milliseconds, and before you know it, someone is already bundling you out of that ball. A very good opportunity here. You could see Mwaniki wins that ball. Buire tries to hit it, but then it deflects and goes Felix's way. But then Felix doesn't connect with the ball very well. Kahawa at the edge of the box. They managed to clear it very well. It's not going to trouble them. They have a break here. Very good ball, but then it is deflected. And Isaac Ndisha ensures there is safety for Soweto. They come again, trying to find the tall man Bobby, but they end up finding Karani, sorry. Goes out wide to find Etiang Buire. The ball is out of play. Gusei Buire was a bit late to react. He loses possession cheaply. Jemo against Buire, trying some trickery, but then Buire stands his ground. He is not flinching. They are coming again down that left flank, that left corridor, which has been the most productive for Soweto, but this time round bears no fruits. Captain Moniki, calm and composed. He is in no rush. He knows we've already hit the 45-minute mark. Try some trickery here. Marvin Okech combines again. Marvin Buire is on his right, but then Nyanda hits that pass. It could have been a very good breakaway. Here comes again Wycliffe. Goes with the outside of his foot. Tries to find Bobby. But then Sadiki is quite comfortably one of the best central defender in this regional league. Moniki tries to spread that ball out. Oma is going to chase it. He is successful. Tries to twist and turn, but there's no way. Tries to combine again with his favorite crime or partner in crime, Kiaria. But then they don't quite have the success that they have had in building up that first goal. We are hitting the 46th minute mark. Bad control here by Wycliffe. The ball is won, but then Buire, he isn't very keen on where he wants to take that pass. They lose it out. You can see people are chanting and singing. Kahawa Pride is surely showing everyone that they are the home team and they are in charge. Here comes again Oma, Moniki the captain. Marvin, it's a heavy touch, but Etiang, no. Kiari tries to control it. They come again. A very composed performance. A good twist and turn. Felix in the pockets, trying to find Ouma. Kiari. They are here again. What a beautiful sequence. Wow, Moniki. You run out of sequence. It's going to our offside. No, it's not. They have successes. Buire here tries to roll in that one, but then it's not a successful attempt this time round. I was talking about that sequence of play. Did you see that? Everyone was having a pie, everyone was having a meal, or everyone was having a bite. Good sequences, good passing. And this is what probably separates Kahawa Pride with all these other teams in the division. But then now they lose it out. Moniki sets out a quick counter. Buire is out wide on the right. An opportunity for Felix. It's going to be a goal, and it's 2-0 Kahawa. The referee calls for an offside. It looked like an offside initially, but then it is very close. Felix, right time, right place. And oh, you have to feel sad for the boy. He's really having a decent performance, but here is another opportunity for Kahawa. Oma, twist and turn, but it's too much. He's bailed out, but then Etiang trips on the floor and it looks like it's a very painful one. I'm curious to see that chance. Look at that sequence of play. Out wide to Ouma. Ouma lays it for Felix, but then the linesman, the assistant referee, calls it for an offside. Mr. Bernard, the assistant referee, Bwire, a very hard-working fella. Bwire against Jemo. Jemo clears it, but it's muddy. The ball won't move at the same speed. They lose out again. Risky possession here. Good move by Marvin. Goes out again for Ouma. Tries to lay it very well, but Godi is careful to stop this one. And the referee blows the halftime whistle. Such an entertaining encounter between Kahawa Pride and the visitors, Soweto Bromley. Kahawa Pride's going to the halftime with a 1-0 lead. Massive advantage leading up to the second half, but I'm sure this sets the stage for an epic last 45 minutes. See you then.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support and we look forward to working with your team next season. The Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.
Is done here at the Mahiga Primary School. Kahawa Pride are leading 1-0 against a 12th place team in Soweto. What were your takes in the first 45 minutes?
I think we could have been up by a lot of more goals. I think the combination play has been really good, and I'm happy for that so far. Yeah.
You're happy for that? Last weekend or last Saturday, we were in the same position after the first 45 minutes, but then we lost it. We lost control. Maybe by a mistake, we dropped points that we shouldn't have dropped. This Saturday, this Friday, sorry. How do you think the game will pan out in the second half? What are the things that we should maybe look out for more to avoid what happened last week from happening again?
Not to disrespect the opponent, but I don't think they are doing that well. So I think we need to just correct the chances that they are getting. We need to be a little bit more compact when they have the ball, because they're getting the ball at their own half and getting to ours so quickly. So we just want to correct the midfield position, especially because we are pressing poorly. We're not pressing in a coordinated way. So they're managing to do a lot of counter attacks. They're not successful, yes, but they might be. So I think that's what the coaches are trying to sort out in the halftime, trying to ensure that the defensive lapses are sorted out, because I think offensively we are doing well. And coming to this second half, this side of the pitch, as we can see, is a little bit dried up. So I think offensively we'll do better.
Offensively, we are doing well, and we created so many chances this afternoon. We could see the last chance of the half fell on Felix, if I'm not wrong, but then it was ruled out for offside. Quite close, to be honest. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, we've had, besides even that one, we've had 2 more chances that we could have capitalized. The earlier one, I think Felix slipped. For this one, he just left a little bit too early. But you can see that Ouma this time is bringing in a lot of crosses. Against Westlife, he was shy to bring in the crosses, and crossing is one of his best traits. I think using the crosses, we were able to beat the number 1 place team, Westlife, back here when we were here at home. So today we talked to him. We told him that we want him to work on his strengths, which is the crossing ability, and it's helped us, given us a lot of chances. We wanted to utilize Dugu more today with the crossing ability of Ouma, but unfortunately he got a stitch and he had to come off. But Bwire has always been a good bench boost, and he's also proved that, yeah.
As we finish, we've seen even in previous games, the combination between, I think it's Kiarie and Ouma is quite slick. They know how to combine. They know where each other will run into. They know how to find those pockets of spaces, and they know how to bring others into play. How do you sum up when you're watching players like that? Because I think we have seen not less than 5 combinations, very good sequences of possession coming from that side.
I think these are things that build up over time. Obviously, having a new squad this season, one of the things that we needed to work on was team chemistry, and that's why we've seen the squad rotation is less currently than it used to be back earlier on in the season, because obviously we had to set up the perfect combination for the players. You have to look how they relate with each other, how they are in the training, how they stay together in the clubhouse. So it's happy when you have like two people who are really good friends playing on one end of the pitch, because Kiari and Ouma, I think they're one of the most responsible people when it comes to the clubhouse. They're one of the most disciplined, one of the most humble people. So it just comes outright to show that when your mind is in the right place, it works out smoothly for you. So and it helps a lot for the team chemistry of the team. So we are looking for more of these activities that we do together as a team. They're also playing a huge part besides the tactical aspect of the game.
Thank you. There are so many things that they do together outside the pitch. It could be gaming, it could be anything. Sometimes I saw them going to watch the FIFA series, the entire squad went there. But then the final question, when you look at the opponents, I know we have Masharia, I know we have Sadiki, two very tall figures, but they have another tall figure also in their attacker, in Bobby. He's very tall, also very physical, and he can cause damages. Their number 7, I think, is called Jemo. Also, you can see him up and down, trying to create chances, trying to bring in crosses. Where should we be more careful coming to this last 45 minutes?
I think obviously we will try to avoid the corner kicks, or as you can see, the side that we are going to defend is a little bit slippery. So we are not going to take any chances at the back. We want all the balls going up front for this second half, simply because we are going to be at a very unstable line of defense. For our two big centre backs, I think each game is a chance for them to prove and to show that they really belong in the big leagues, because Sadiki is just 19 years of old, so he has a chance of showing himself how he can compete, how he can combat these huge guys with experiences in the league. It's a chance for them. So I think it's up to them to go in there. I know the coaches can do all the tactical talking and everything, but it's always down up to the players to believe in themselves and to know that I can take this huge guy, I can command my defense line, and he'll be good to go.
Big 45 minutes coming up here at Mahiga Primary School. Kahawa Pride are leading by a solitary goal. But then it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, and I'm sure Coach Kim knows that. But then let's see what will happen in the last 45 minutes. There are so many players who can come off the bench, but then the players who are already in the lineup are quite good. See you after the last 45 minutes.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we've focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McLeave, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season. The Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season.
Five minutes in a match between Kahawa Pride against Soweto Bromley. And currently Kahawa Pride are leading 1-0. In a very entertaining first 45 minutes, we saw a couple of interesting moments, including off-the-field moments where we saw a moment between the center referee, Alphonse, trying to have or punish some people here on the technical bench. And we're going to have the first substitution, the second, because Dogu retired midway through the first half and was replaced by Buire. But then we're going to have another substitution early into the first half. Coach Kim has blinked yet again, but then I'm sure he's trying to manage this game way better than it was managed last game week. The players, you can see, are having the final chat, the final talk, and majority of what might dominate this chat is to be composed, to understand the game moments, to know what is happening, and to be well behaved, of course, because anything can trigger anything, and you have to know your situation. You have to have situational awareness to know what to react and what not to react to, which is something very important. I will be informing you who has gone out and who has made his way in this second half. We are a couple of seconds away from kickoff in the last 45 minutes of the game. Will Kahawa manage to hold on and move to 28 points on the log? Or will they drop points? We are yet to see, but if there's one thing we can be sure of is that it's going to be an entertaining 45 minutes. And here to confirm the substitutions, Robert Manyora comes on for Felix Kamau, who had a goal ruled out, by the way, late into the first half. He tried to finish a good tap-in, fine ball in from Ouma, but then it was ruled out for offside. Nevertheless, it's a good attempt. We are underway for the last 45 minutes here. I can promise you it will be entertaining, probably more entertaining than the first 45. The first attack of the half is launched into the box. Manyora, first touch. Into the box again, but then Bakari clears the boy of any danger. Here comes again, it's going to be maybe patience build up. Good combination of Uma again. Masharia, composed top lad, miscues that touch, and Uma is going to take advantage of it, but then no one follows up into the box. They want to start it as quickly as possible. But then a swarm of Kahawa Pride players are there to stop anything from happening. They are breathing down their neck. They are very aggressive, and it's going to be a chance here for Uma. Will he control it? Yes, he does. Comes back inside. Someone is trailing him, but he's very confident and is being tripped. The referee waves play on. Here comes again Boniface Anzaya down the right. The pass is cleared by a leader Masharia, but then they are here into the box again. This time round, Okech comes to rescue. 1 minute has already elapsed into this game. Kahawa Pride are looking to defend their lead. But then Soweto Bromley will be looking to get to 23 points on the log. And it's going to be a difficult task. The first corner, probably you'd say it's the second or third corner for Soweto. I would then love to confirm that. There are a couple of bodies into the box. It's an in-swinger, but then it's bundled out. Moniki is going to try and control it. Yes, he does. Backheels it, but it's deflected and it's blocked out of play. They're going to take their time and have a moment of breather here, Kahawa Pride, as they take in that throw-in. Again, good combination. It's cut short. Munyora with the first foul of the evening. I think we are almost approaching evening. It's 5 p.m. Kenyan time, or rather East African time. He had a good first touch at the opponent's box, or rather edge of the box, but now he does the same, closer to his own box. Hopefully, it's going to be very dangerous. Karani tries to come out, but Ouma clears it well. Now they are going Moniki. It's intercepted by Jacob. They are coming again here. Good cross. They have numbers into the box. Tries to cut back, but then it falls short. Clears it away. This time round, Etiang goes out for a throw-in. I can see Munyora is everywhere. This is what you get with substitutions. They're still heavy on energy. They still want to put on good performances and maybe to impress the coach. And the entire team benefits from that. Fans are having a chilly moment here. Probably so far they haven't had moments to bring them out of their seats. Here comes an attack. But then they handle it well. They are going to create their own attack. Bobby. Is he coming off from an offside position? We are yet to confirm, but Bobby had a good moment to bring his team forward. They are a bit direct compared to their opponents, Kahawa Pride. But they are very tall figures who can execute that plan well. Nice body feint here by Munyora. It's going to be a chance for Moniki. Moniki makes it 2-0. Munyora, the substitute, body feints it perfectly and then dinks it into the box. Moniki only had to connect with it. And oh boy, what a captain. You'd bet on your life he will connect on it. And he does to make it 2-0 for Kahawa Pride on the evening. Look at that dance. 5 minutes into the second half. What a ball. Look at that body feint. And then he dinks it very well. Bakar forgets to track Moniki. And it has costed them another goal. Again, it's very hard for you to say Kahawa don't deserve to have a 2-0 goal lead. Moniki comes again. They are trying to chase for a third. Ouma dinks the crossing, but then they are unsuccessful this time round. What a game this is turning out to be. Bobby is having to come all the way to collect the ball himself and maybe try to build that attack. But then that means there's space left up top, and it's going to be very hard until maybe they fix that. Here comes again. This is a re-energized Kayole Pride. Masharia. They are combining again. Moniki backhills it, but then it's well studied. There's the confirmation. At the moment, Kahawa Pride are standing in 28 points at position 6. They have toppled over Terra Squad, pending their game, of course. But you have to win your games for you to stand any chance. Entertaining football, goals left, right, and center. They have given it all. This is what you say, you get to what you paid for. Entertainers here. Austin, Achieng is a bit silent, but then there's a follow-up here. Down the right, across is going to come in. Munyora is right there, but then Auma is too far. And Godi comes in between to save that one. They come knocking again here, Kahawa. Wave after wave. The ball is out of play. Etiang is going to take that quickly to Munyora. Intercepted. And now they can build up in peace, Jacob. Very good here, physical duel or physical battle. You can imagine. From the middle of the park up top, you wouldn't say Kahawa have the physical specimens, but then the combinations, just the reading of the game is quite impressive. Another substitution here is being prepared, actually two. It's going to be a double substitution. The 53rd minute, Kahawa will have made already 4 substitutions. But can you question Coach Kim? Because no, you can't. They are leading here by 2-0 against a decent side. Austin. He has to carry his passing boots next time. You don't see that quite often with him. He's a very solid player, very good at ball retention. But this time round, it wasn't meant to be. The tempo has slowed down a bit. They are coming to attack here. A good chance for Soweto at the edge of the box. Bobby tries to shrug off Munyora, but then they are very solid at the back. Buire, quick combinations. What a pass. Beautiful football here, but then they get too excited. They are still very good with duels. They win the ball again. Buire, not the most decent touch, but they have the advantage again. No, they don't. Glenn Ngede is preparing to come on. I'll tell you, home is replacing. Patient build-up down the right. Trying to find Moniki in the pocket of space. He manages to shrug Makarioff, but then the referee deems it too physical to be accepted. But it was a good sequence of play. Moniki making those runs from the midfield. Too difficult to stop. Here they come again, but it wasn't meant to be. A sequence of possession for Kahawa Pride, but then they fluffed it. Substitutions confirmed. Austin is coming out. He has been very silent, I said it, early into this second half, and is being rested for Glenn Ngede. Sadiki is also out for Kasim Mwenye. And immediately there was an attack here, but we can all agree Kahawa could have handled it better. Maybe we'll be talking about 3 goals up. Immediately his first touch, Glenn. He loses out the ball, but Bobby is there trying to coordinate things here. He's been surrounded by way too many Kahawa Pride players. Nice passes. Mwaniki, not the best control, they lose out on that possession. But then lack of composure from Soweto is going to make it very comfortable for Karani to have fun with that ball. He's not rushing anywhere. Why would he? Good passes, nice touch, deflected out of play. Ouma is having a time of his life. Here comes again Willie. They lose out on that possession. Glenn out wide to find Etiang. Good ball into the box. Will he find Mwaniki? No, he won't. Here comes again Munyora. Bundled over. Surrounded by a sea of white shirts. They come again. A good attempt is blocked out for a corner. Kahawa are piling pressure on Soweto Bromley. Wave after wave. And they're not going to stop there. 2 goals up, but they're still very relentless. It's a twist in how they're approaching the games. It's a twist on how they're getting the results. 2 weeks ago, they lost to the now league leaders, but then it was a proud performance. And you could hear it even from Coach Kim, that if they had to lose a game, then this is the right way to lose the game. It's paying off. They played very well against Mbakasi, and they're playing very well against Soweto Bromley. A corner is brought in. Buire tries to connect with it. No, he won't. Glenn. Very good from Monyora. Out wide. They are coming again here. He's trying some trickery. He is successful and he is bundled into the box. The referee says play on. Good trickery there. But then it won't work. Kasim Mwenye there. A very good player, very slick on the ball, trying some good trickery. And there's a yellow card here. There's a yellow card and a free kick against Kahawa Pride. The ball doesn't quite come out the way they'd intended, but they have a chance to correct it with a corner. We are crossing an hour mark into this game. It's match week 18 for Kahawa. A corner is coming in, deflected out. They are cleared. It won't cause them any problems. Sorry, it's match week 19 for Kahawa and 17 for Soweto. And if the game ends this way, then it will be a back-to-back defeat for Soweto. Quite unfortunate, but they have a moment here to equalize. Karani comes in strong to save the blemishes. Karani, Marvin Okechia, the player, yellow carded. Munyora turns in brilliantly. Tries to find the substitute here. It's going to be a foul. They miss it. Kasim He was through on goal in the 64th minute of the game. But then maybe a little composure will have made it 3-0. What a ball from Munyora. Again, another good ball from Munyora. If you had to give an award player of the match, it definitely being among the top picks. Glad miscues it. They are coming again for the volley. It's going to go out. No, it won't. Goody tries to control it. Boniface, but the ball goes out of play, and Ouma is going to take charge of this throw-in. Munyora is there, but he's telling everyone to run deep into the area. A good attempt by Munyora, but then it's too wide. It will go out for a throw-in. Buire, surrounded by two Soweto Bromley players. He is left on the ground. The referee says it's a free kick. But then Moniki tells everyone to calm down. Buire is back on his feet. That was the chance. Look at that chance for Kasim. He goes for a toe poke, but then doesn't get quite good control of that ball. Coach Kim cannot believe what he's seeing. He thinks it was a very good chance to go third. There is a corner here. Kasim. It's a good in swinger, but then it's going to be cleared very well for another corner. Hopefully this time round we have a better delivery. See there the Kahawa Pride flag held by the fans, and you could tell they are proud of their team. Holland. Another corner here from Ouma. Coming in with his left foot. Ouma. It's a good delivery, but then there's a foul inside the box. Masharia. He was going to use his height advantage, but then maybe he committed too soon. They're out here for a quick counter attack. Bobby is chasing it down the right. He manages to control everything. Bobby again in a muddy patch. Brings the ball in, but then Karani is going to caress that ball and claim it quite comfortably, and immediately launches a counter attack. They go back again. Good piece of play. Nice combinations, but then it's a bit too much. Bobby is going to fight for that ball with Ouma. Bobby. Another chance wasted for Soweto, probably their best chance of the game. You can see the fans are very calm. This is the technical bench. Kahawa Pride. They know a 2-0 lead can be very deceiving, so you don't get too excited yet, because if the opponent gets an equalizer, then starts to get complicated. But they are too clever to know that. Another corner here, back-to-back corners, third corner of the half. Karan is going to claim it. They are going to clear it. Kasim. We're going to have a goal kick, and for the first time, Kahawa can breathe in and out, re-strategize again to take back control of this game. Just Masharia with a yellow card. If you remember that foul over there, Ouma tries to push high up the pitch. Kasim, Ouma in his left flank. Tries to sneak in a ball into the box, but then his attempts bear no fruit. But they'll have another opportunity to build up an attack again. Good thing Ouma will be the one taking charge of this one. The referee says it's foul play now. He has to go back again and take it where the ball came out. He was trying here to combine, but then Kasim misplaces that return ball. They still have hopes. They are still high on energy, but then it's shattered right after. They lose out on possession, and Omar is going to take this one again. Masharia is on his right, but then decides to go long, loses out on that possession, but then Munyora has been clipped and the referee awards a free kick. Kahawa Pride won the first leg of this fixture, and they look like they're going to win the second leg again. This time it's an improvement of what they got in the first leg, because Etiang scored the only goal. This time round they have two, and with a couple of minutes to go, out wide is coming here Ouma, a chance to bend in across. He does so, but then doesn't get the contact he wanted. The follow-up has a potential to be a good attack. Marvin surrounded by so many, but manages to sneak in that one. Kasim, good return ball from Moniki, but well studied by Soweto. Again, Marvin fouled at the edge of the box. It's in a good position for a right-footed free kick taker. Ouma, Moniki, but Ouma is going to take this one. And most likely is going to try for an outswinging cross into the area, but then there are a couple of people, I think, consulting each other. The coach maybe has told Ouma to sit this one out and let the captain Moniki take it. I said it's been a very good angle for a right-footed free kick taker. A two-man wall. Will it stop it? Yes, it does, but then the goalkeeper manages to claim it quite comfortably. 20 minutes to go. Kahawa are still leading 2-0. But there are glimpses of Soweto trying to chase for an equalizer. It's still very far from achieving that, but in football you cannot say it's impossible. Bobby drifting in all positions of that attack line, sometimes even in the middle third. He is a hard worker. Even if they drop points today, he can't be allowed to go home with his head held high. They are coming again here. Kasimu, no one to track. It's a 2v2. The ball goes out wide, but then he has control of it. Munyora comes to assist. Goes for a good pass. Moniki loses out on possession. And Soweto have another chance to fight to put themselves into the game. Bob is going to chase that one against Masharia. No, Masharia sits it out. Lets Kiari handle the job, and he handles it quite perfectly. Clears that ball away for a corner. It was a throw-in, not a corner. Good attempt here, but then they lose out for a goal kick, and that attack is wasted. Maybe the positive thing about the current result is that regardless, Soweto will still remain 12th on the log because Park University is way far below. 16 points, 6 shy away. Etiang, he has been very quiet, maybe because his partner has been substituted, but oh boy, we saw some good combinations in the first half down that right flank or right corridor. 18 minutes to go. Macharia clears it into the middle of the park. Monyora tries to control it, but then he is unsuccessful. Moniki tries to control the ball, but he's being served with that. He is serving others. Very good technical player. Is going to dink it over the top. Kasim steals it, but it doesn't come off quite yet. An opportunity here for Soweto, but then they're not composed enough. Marvin plays with Moniki down the right. Moniki slows the tempo of the game. It comes naturally to him, does it? A couple of exchanges, maintain possession sometimes to kill off steam from the opponent. Munyora shares it one perfectly to Kasim, but fails to control it well. There's a good effort from Munyora. What a player. I'm sure he is already a fan favorite, even though he came on at the start of the second half. It's almost like every decision he makes is inch perfect. All the passes he tries are inch perfect. What a good addition to this Kahawa side pride that is trying to chase promotion. Good attempt here to press higher, Glenn, but then he falls short. Very long limbs can help you. Bobby skips away from Mouma, but then he's too quick and rushes that attack. Fails to make anything productive out of it. Here comes again. Very patient, but they're still ambitious. This is one more goals. Munyora, wow, sneak it. But then this time round, he mispasses that ball. Bobby. They're coming in for an attack. Bobby is going to chase that ball again. They still have a chance. They still have a moment. Tries a long shot. Another opportunity for another shot, but then Kahawa are very good at defending Munyora. Very good player, you can see there. Kahawa get the advantage finally. A quick restart from Macharia. Some of the teams that are struggling, us, we observe this interaction with the referee and Kahawa Pride players. Jacaranda Bunge FC was already removed from the league due to improper conduct. Utawala are now 17th with only 3 points. As Mwiki United comes second last at position 16 with 7 points. Just 4 more and 2 less than Maji FC after playing 17 games. RDU, I remember, they won against this same Soweto Bromley, but they're now 14th on the log with only 14 points, an average play will resume now. 76th minute of the game. Kahawa Pride are still leading 2-0. It was a beautiful goal by Moniki. You'd struggle to see a better goal than that this entire weekend. Not only just in the regional football, but even in top flight. Bobby doing everything by himself. He is handling in the throw-ins. He is drifting inside to try and build up. He is out wide to try and feed his teammates into the box. He is everything. He's done everything but being on the winning side. A good break here. Moniki, he almost stole that ball, but then ricochets off him and they lose out. Oma coming for that throw-in. Of course, he's taking his time, no hurry. The weather has been very generous today, if you're being honest. The Nairobi weather, especially during these times, quite often than not, we'll be experiencing heavy rains. But up until now, even though it was drizzling in the morning, the pitch has dried up, and you can see it's a bit more comfortable for the players to play in. Karani goes long, but the ball is out of play and they lose that possession cheaply. Good attempt here. Munyora is going to win it. No, he won't. But they come knocking again. Try to get back into the game. Trying to find Bobby. Not on the first attempt, but finally Bobby is found. He fails to connect well. Mwaniki out wide to Kasim. No one is making a run. Finally there's a run, but then that's a heavy touch from Kasim. No way Uma could have connected with it. Maybe they need more patience in their build-up. Maybe now they don't need to rush attacks because they have a 2-0 cool cushion. But so far, so good. Willie Sowiti, also a very silent fella in this second half. If you remember, during the first half, literally all the attacks were going through his flank alongside Jemo. But the second half has not been very smooth. Boniface. A good ball in, but then it's cleared. They're going to have a moment to try again and attack. A chit-chat here in the technical bench, Kahawa Pride. They are not satisfied. Maybe they believe they can score more goals. Jemo, probably for the first time in this second half, I've laid my eyes on Jemo. He has been very silent, but maybe this corner is a redemption. Karani punches it. Munyora clears it. A good ball. Ricochets through Mwaniki. Mwaniki is through on goal. Will they find him? No, they won't. But the goalkeeper manages to stop Mwaniki. What a performance by Godi. It was a good opportunity to finally get the third. Kasim twisting and turning. He was on course to find Munyara, but the referee came in between. That was a golden opportunity that landed on the captain himself. Another chance for Uman. Mwaniki is going to make it 5. Surely he doesn't. He misses another one. But the ball was offside anyway. Here they come again. Mwaniki trying to ask for another opportunity, but then the cross isn't there. 2 back-to-back mistakes The latter one was an offside, but still you expect him to bury that. There's a goal kick with 9 minutes to go. There's a player down, Mwaniki, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Mwaniki is down. He is holding his hamstring. Let's hope it's not that serious. I know he had 2 very good chances to pull this game to bed, but he didn't. Nevertheless, he's been having a fantastic season and performance. That was the moment. You could have argued a handball here in that block, but then Moniki, he took a little bit an extra touch. Or maybe you could say Godi came out earlier than Moniki anticipated and caught him off guard. This is another opportunity. Look at how Munyora dinked that one in to find Ouma. But then the cross into the box was a bit late than Moniki had anticipated. But then still he couldn't find the back of the net. Another opportunity here to put Kasim through on goal, but then it won't be successful. A double substitution, which marks 5 substitutions for Kahawa Pride. A throw in here, but the referee lets the game play. They're going to have to wait longer to come in. Buire. Marvin. Good attempt here by Etiang. Etiang again, but he stomps. Yes, that's a stomp. It's going to be a foul. 6 minutes to go. Kahawa Pride are looking at 3 points in the bag here. It will be a very impressive couple of weeks for Kahawa. Into the box. Bobby is there, but then the ball doesn't find him. One goal each half is what is separating these two teams. Willie Kasim now takes charge of that ball. They are going to counter-attack here. Moniki again. Out wide to find Ouma. Moniki. Munyora turns again. His favorite turn. Good control of that ball. Kasim. What a play. Glenn. Good combinations here. Kiarie misplaces that pass. And the confirmed substitutions here. Gatoto. Well, Kelvin Gatoto, sorry, will be coming in for Moniki. Maybe it's a precaution. Wins the ball back very well here. Munyora sets up Moniki. It's going to be a chance here. Cleavers too, but misses to find contact with the ball. It's going to be a penalty, no. It's not going to be a penalty. Yet another opportunity here for Moniki. Godi tells him to wake up. Probably he's looking at the clock. And that will be the final action for Mwaniki this afternoon. Mwaniki makes way for Kelvin Gatoto. That was a good opportunity. Cuts inside in between two players. But then he doesn't find that contact with the final action. It would have been a perfect goal. You wouldn't say it wasn't a good performance from Mwaniki. Honestly, it was. It was a very good couple of weeks for Kahawa Pride. Remember, yes, I know they lost against Westlife, but then they picked up a point against the then league leaders, and then the follow-up was a 3-1 win against Terra Squad. Lewis Mwaniki scoring in that game also. Jojo Uma amongst the scorers. And today, it looks like another win in the bag. 3 minutes to go. Marvin, what a performance by the way he's had. Such a midfield general, knowing where to make a pass, knowing what time to accelerate play, knowing what time to slow down play. He's a perfect, they give it very cheaply, Munyora. Probably first mistake, Bobby. But then the teammates rescue him quite on time. A ball is lodged in. It's going to be a clear chance. Bobby is here. He looks to make a save. They finally managed to make a save, and the return ball can be a goal. Another save. Another save. Back-to-back saves. And surely Soweto are not done here. At least for the moment, they are. The fans are protesting. There's a player down, Karani is down. I think he picked up contact in the wave of saves. You would define that as a moment of teamwork between Kahawa Pride players. Not only the goalkeeper, but even the on-field players. You could see Ouma, Masharia, all were involved into the back-to-back saves in what could have brought Soweto back into the game. Something I'm very sure Kahawa don't want. You will say maybe Kahawa are running down the clock. And maybe they are. But I'm sure the fans following online will be very happy and proud of this performance. Certainly an improvement from what they had or what they put on last Saturday. And what a way to celebrate Labor Day if they manage to pick all the 3 points. Munyora there. He's had a fantastic cameo. That was a chance from Mwaniki. Cut inside, in between two players. Tries to steal a shot. But then he doesn't make enough contact with it. But then he was offside. Anyway. The game is back in play. Marvin, good ball. They have another chance to make it 3 here. Etiang crosses to no one, but then Kasim is there to connect with it. He doesn't connect quite well with it again. But it was a good volley to hit it on the first time. They are still flooding with their high press. Bobby was going to claim a foul, but no. Munyora still loses that ball. A back and forth, a ping pong moment where nothing is really settled. Munyora, 1-2 touch. Omar. There are so many of his teammates into the box. That's going to be the third. But Godi makes a miraculous save here to deny Kahawa pride. You wouldn't say there's anything better they could have done in that moment. Or even in this game, to be 3 or 4 goal nil up. But then football, bloody football. 92 minutes have gone. I'm sure there are a couple of added minutes because we had stoppages. But then surely now, the referee Alpha Somondi looking at his clock. Surely now, Kahawa Pride will be clocking in all the 3 points. And you can't help but say this was a good day in office. Coincidentally, during a holiday, where maybe you say majority of the people don't work during holidays. A mistake here, they might concede one, but then they are very careful not to. Good ball out, but the danger is not yet gone. 93 minutes gone. Etiang fully in control of that ball. They'll be trying to launch one more attack if time allows. Buire with an intentional foul here. Soweto are trying to have a quick restart as quick as possible. Willie Sowiti. GMO manages to skip past Etiang, but then doesn't manage to skip as the second player. Again, they come here for a counter attack. Munyora, good ball in. Kasim is going to chase it. He will find it. Kasim, what a moment. Good piece of play. Kasim, but then he delays his shot. Maybe he overthinks it and it's deflected out of play. It's going to be a corner. But I'm not sure if we have enough time for the corner. Yes, we're going to have a corner, maybe the last action of the game. Is that Brire coming to take that corner? It will be an in-swinger. Family, a moment of family you can see there. The corner is well taken, but Munyora, the last free kick of the game. Without the corner, will finish it all. But then Kasim has been toppled over the edge of the box, and this surely will be it. They are taking their sweet time. They are in no rush. It's a very good, let's see. Kasim, Munyora are all gearing up, giving each other ideas. Even Ouma is involved, but at the end of the day, it's Kasim and Munyora. Soweto, they know it's very hard for them to come back in this game already. But if they have to lose, then they have to lose with dignity. And maybe at least not concede the third. Looks like Kasim will be taking this one. Kasim goes for it, but it's out wide. It was a good free kick routine, but it lacked accuracy. Surely now, a couple of seconds, will they find an equalizer? A good counter attack here from Soweto, but the ball is intercepted, and surely now we have hit the full-time whistle. Kahawa Pride managed to get 3 points on the board in their favor, and they'll now go from 25 points to 28 points, and at the moment they will be at position 5. You can see there Bwire thanking the Almighty for that performance. But Soweto lose yet another game, back-to-back defeats, and it's going to sting. The fans are very happy, and so am I. Until next time, see you in the next game.
Do you like any assistance? Any assistance? No worries. Oh, you are sawa.
Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sports national football team, put us on the map, and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we
Don't miss a thing from Lions Den Kahawa Pride FC. Join our official Discord server for exclusive updates, behind the scenes, and a closer connection to the club. Scan this QR code and get inside now.
Is your club looking for new kits and apparel? Visit JerseyBird.com and tap Start a Project to be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will receive 10% off your entire order, 10% donated directly to the club, and a mention in our next video. We've manufactured for thousands of teams across all major sports. Start a project today and we will create some awesome custom gear for your organization. Welcome to the JerseyBird YouTube channel. This is everything about our company in less than 90 seconds. My name is Hayes Knupp, and I founded JerseyBird in 2019 while attending the University of Tennessee. We are on a mission to become the #1 sportswear brand in the world. After 3 quiet years of primarily basketball-focused work, an unexpected signing in 2023 with the Philippines national football team put us on the map and forever changed our company's trajectory. Since then, we focused on building the most streamlined way for clubs around the world to get fully custom kits, regardless of their size or skill level. Today, our team consists of 14 members across 10 different countries, including Tom McCleve, our head of short-form content. We've partnered with professional clubs around the world, from Al Qabila in Dubai to Walton and Hersham in London, but also work with dozens of youth and recreational programs like the Dutch Soccer School in Maryland, Premier Academy in Vancouver, and many, many more. And while our focus is on football, we manufacture for all major sports with many high-level projects across basketball, hockey, rugby, baseball, and others. To work with us, just tap Start a Project on our homepage, complete our 5-minute form, and you'll be paired with a JerseyBird designer. Whether you've been watching since 2019 or this is the first JerseyBird video you've seen, we appreciate all the support, and we look forward to working with your team next season. The Kahawa Pride Discord channel is the place to be for everything about our club behind the scenes. Breaking news, live Q&As with myself and club staff members, voting on club decisions, and more are all in the channel. If you want to join, the link is in the description. I'll see you in there.